Welcome back, everybody. It's Policies here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, I want to announce that I believe that Hillary Clinton is going to win this election by a landslide, literally between 8 to 12 points. She's going to take Ohio, she's going to take Florida, she's going to take Pennsylvania, and I would say at least about 7 to 8 of the battleground states. Right now, nationally, she's ahead by 5 points. She's losing in Ohio and Florida, but that's going to come back. In other battleground states, right now, Trump and Hillary Clinton are tied, but it's just a temporary issue. As you're all already aware, last week, Hillary Clinton was sick with pneumonia. She had a pretty bad week because she wasn't campaigning that hard. She was sick. She's been campaigning super hard in the last few months. She's an older lady. And that's kind of what happened, and a lot of the conspiracy theorists came out saying, look, she has Parkinson's disease, look, she has dementia, but all those people were lying. It was the right side media just spouting out all this crap with absolutely no truth behind it at all. There's these retards on the internet like Ted Knoll and a few other doctors who are trying to make any type of case they have possible that Hillary Clinton has Parkinson's disease, that she's dying and she's some old crazy granny. But people are waking up to the fact that that's just not true and that she was just simply sick. And that's why she's been campaigning hard. She's taking this Tuesday off to relax, to prepare the debates, to whip Trump all the debates, just tear him apart, exploit his stupidity, exploit his bigotry, his racism, his sexism, and show everybody that he doesn't know a damn thing about foreign policy, that this buffoon and moron doesn't know anything about domestic policy, has no plan for health care, no plan for Social Security, no real plan for immigration, what he's going to do with 11 million immigrants. This guy's a complete buffoon, a dingbat. And Hillary Clinton's going to make him look like a straight-up fool next week during the debates. And that's going to be really exciting because Hillary Clinton is clearly one of the most qualified, smartest ladies to ever run for president. All the crap that she's corrupt with her emails and Benghazi scandal are just pure right-wing trash being pushed by idiots on YouTube like ANTV and Mark Dice, who are clearly just sexist. They hate Hillary Clinton because she's smart, and they do not want to see social benefits increased for minorities, and including white people like themselves. They just hate them. So this is why I think Hillary is just going to win by landslide. After the Democratic convention, people saw her plan. They saw that she's going to expand health care, ensure that every American has health care. She's going to make college tuition free for people that are making under $125,000. I mean, these policies will help out over 90% of Americans. They will. And Trump has no policy at all that's going to help out the average Joe. All he cares about is really making himself richer. The last 70 years of his life, since this guy was born, he was wheeling and dealing with his dad's money. He inherited $200 million 50 years ago, which is equivalent to probably about $1 billion today. And he's been bumbling around daddy's money the whole time, going bankrupt after bankrupt after bankrupt. And every time this fool went bankrupt, he went ahead and he asked his daddy for a loan, or he screwed over a bank to continue bumbling his money. The guy doesn't even have many assets. He has Trump Tower and an airplane and a few golf courses. That's really it. He's not even a billionaire, let's be honest. If he was, he would release his taxes to the people. I mean, he's obviously the most untransparent person ever in politics. And people are starting to wake up to that. I think Trump's base, his base is pretty much white, blue-collar, lower and sometimes middle class that just hate Obama because he's Obama. Because he's a black man. That's really what it is. Because his pigment of his skin is darker. And they can't stand him. You know? They can't stand him. I mean, look at people in the Senate. Like McConnell. McConnell, the first thing he said when Obama was elected is he's going to make sure that Obama is a one-term president. You're telling me that's not hate? You're telling me that's not racism? What else is it? What else is it? It's ridiculous. So the moderates and the Republicans, the moderate Republicans, the left-leaning Republicans, the independents, they're waking up and they're realizing that Trump is full of crap. And the guy just lies every day about how he didn't support the Iraq war, although he did. He lies about his net worth. He lies about what he says he's going to do. He lies about what he has done. The guy is just full of crap, and the American people are starting to see that. they're starting to wake up to that. And they're, even though they may not like Hillary Clinton, they may not agree with some of the ways she's handled foreign policy in the past or the ways she's handled different situations, they realize that she's a level-headed, cool, smart, intelligent, and powerful and smart woman. And she's going to get things done. And she's going to be, I think, drastically better than Barack Obama. The differences between these two candidates, for people that are saying that she will not be as good as Barack Obama, she'll be more corrupt than Barack Obama, is that when Barack Obama first got in office 8 years ago, he was a little naive, right? He was only in the Senate for 2 years. He was kind of inexperienced, and although he was inexperienced, he still got a lot done. He passed a stimulus package which saved the U.S. economy. He fixed up the car industry. He fixed up the banking industry. He passed the Ledbetter Act, which gave women equal pay to men. And most importantly, he invested in infrastructure, which got the country back on the road, along with passing Obamacare, which gave over 24 million more Americans health care that they desperately need. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, has significant experience, over 30 years in government. She was a Secretary of State for a long time. She was a senator for a long time. She was a First Lady for 8 years. She knows government in and out. Unbelievable experience. The day she steps in office, we could pretty much start to expect change, and good change. And that's going to be a great thing. I think within the first year or two of her presidency, we're going to see healthcare really expanded. We're going to see colleges, at least community colleges, become cheaper or free. And we're going to see excellent foreign policy that ensures that Americans stay strong, that we ensure that China doesn't become some crazy dictatorial bully in the South China Sea, and that Russia, we work together with Russia, but at the same time, we don't let Russia bully us. And I think it's going to be a great thing. I mean, it's going to be magical to see Hillary Clinton really just win this election. It's going to be a magical moment for America. It's going to be a new chapter in American history in which we push through this bigotry, we push through this craziness from the Donald Trump supporters, and we begin to go into a more liberal, higher-minded, open society that America was designed to be in the first place. And Barack Obama really pushed forward a lot of Bill Clinton's policies, and he pushed forward a lot of Jimmy Carter and JFK's policies, and we're going to continue to go down that era in which everybody in the U.S. society has a shot towards wealth, and everybody is covered by some type of coverage, and everybody has a shot to acquire the American dream in safety and with equality. Unlike Donald Trump, this guy is inciting violence in his campaigns. He has indirectly threatened Hillary Clinton multiple times during his rallies. He has said the most stupidest things. He even one time said, "Why do we have nukes if we can't even use them?" I mean, Donald Trump is literally the biggest idiot, the biggest moron to ever run for president. I mean, literally, I've read a lot about American history and American presidents, and he would be the worst president ever in history. He even said during an interview next to Mike Pence that if he became president, he wouldn't do anything. He said that Mike Pence would handle domestic and foreign policy because Trump doesn't know. He doesn't know how to get a bill passed. Somebody should ask him that. A journalist should say, "Hey, Trump, how does a bill become law?" Just ask him a basic question. How does a bill become law? How many votes does it need to pass the House? How many votes does it need to pass the Senate? What does a veto do? Ask him basic questions. This idiot doesn't know. He didn't even know what the nuclear triad was. He doesn't even know why we have nukes. This guy is just a complete buffoon who has excited and motivated displaced white Americans that are angry because their jobs are overseas, which isn't Bill Clinton's fault. They were going overseas anyways, right? Companies can choose where to set up factories. They're upset that they're seeing other colored Americans getting jobs and doing well and also achieving an American dream. They're pissed off. They miss the old days of the 50s and the 60s. They miss the old days when the black man was getting pushed down and black man didn't stand a chance. They miss the old days when they could just do whatever they want and bully countries and bully minorities and have dogs sick on them and bite them and just laugh at them. They miss those days. But now if you go to Atlanta and you go to New York, you see blacks that are successful in entertainment and music and law and medicine. You see Hispanics moving up all throughout the country, all throughout the society. You see Muslims getting jobs, working with blacks, working with whites. I mean, if you just walk down the streets of New York, you just see all kinds of diversity, all kinds of amazingness happening in New York and all across California. And that's what America is eventually going to look like, is a true melting pot. And that's not where we are now, but we're getting much, much closer, and Hillary Clinton will ensure that happens. Now, the reason I think it's going to be a major landslide is because the Bernie supporters and all the millennials are going to sharpen up a week before Election Day. They're going to realize, wait a minute, if we vote for this Jill Stein, who clearly has no chance in hell to win, zero, I mean, she's out of the election, or they vote for Gary Johnson, who's a complete and utter dingbat, just probably just as bad, if not worse, than Donald Trump, they're going to give the election to Donald Trump. The Bernie and bus supporters, along with the black population, the Hispanics, and even the middle white people, the middle class, the more liberal suburban white people, are going to pour into the booths and vote for Hillary Rodham Clinton, which is going to result in a huge landslide against Trump, which will defeat the ideology of bigotry, conservatism, and really push our country to a more liberal, open, and amazing era. And it's going to be super exciting. It's going to be like a dream come true, like a dream of having a first liberal, open-minded female president run this country. Her and Angela Merkel will work together to really benefit the West and ensure that we're secure and prosperous, and we'll focus on biotechnology, focus on AI, and focus on space exploration while ensuring that Americans have access to good jobs and good health care and good education. It's just going to be awesome. I mean, I can't imagine if Trump actually won, the type of crisis that America would go through, the type of bullshit Americans would end up suffering through. He's going to kick out 11 million immigrants. I mean, how is he planning on doing that? Like literally getting a van and driving house to house and kicking down doors like it's Auschwitz and like this is Nazi Germany, and pulling out, checking IDs and checking passports and rounding them up and throwing them in a bus and shipping them off to Mexico. I mean, that's ridiculous. Not only is that just nasty and bringing us back to Nazi Germany, it's also it would destroy our economy, and we depend on these people. There's all kinds of studies that say that. And banning Muslims? Come on, our country is open to all religions. Our country is not a Christian state. It's not. And whoever thinks that is a complete moron and idiot who hasn't studied the Constitution, who hasn't studied American history. We are open to all religions. Atheism, Judaism, Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, all of them can all come. As long as they treat people with respect, they pay taxes, and they say and they love America. That's what we're about, and that's what we're going to achieve. And we will be and continue to be the most diverse, most interesting, most fascinating, most open society ever. And Hillary Clinton will push that, and that's why we're going to have a landslide across Ohio, across Florida, across California. She's going to push Georgia more to the left. It's going to be amazing. Now, right now, it's not looking like that, but it's going to shift very soon when Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama and Bernie Sanders, Michelle Obama, they all get out there and tell these young people, tell the black people, tell the Hispanics and the white people to get out and vote for her, because Donald Trump is a complete buffoon. He has no real policies. The guy is like a straight up lunatic. I mean, just look at his hair. I mean, the guy can't even do his hair right. The guy can't even give a speech properly without making fun of somebody, without laughing at somebody, or without kicking somebody out of his rallies because of all the nasty protest. I mean, yes, he attracts thousands of people, but if you look at the people that go there, they're all like hillbillies and hicks. Like just a bunch of racists and people that just absolutely hate Barack Obama just because he's smarter than them. That's really what it is. They see a black man in office, they're like, oh my God, how can a black man become president? I mean, John McCain must have been seething. Like, he was seething when he lost to Barack Obama, like literally furious. He's thinking, how can this brother that is so much younger than me beat me? It's because he had some good ideas, man. I mean, that's what it was. So when Hillary Clinton wins, it's really going to be great for this country. I'm so excited about it. I hope you all get out and vote for Hillary Clinton, really push for her, really fight for her, donate towards her, and ensure that we don't get this bigot, buffoon, dingbat Donald Trump into office.